Alright, people, what's up? My name is Fudge, coach of your Montreal High Dragons, and I figured I'd try this out, try this whole recording my game thing out, inspiration from some other people in this league, since it's the finals game against the young acwano. Just figured I'd try this, see how it goes, sharing some thoughts of mine with you guys, since you guys don't really get to see that aspect of things, and you guys don't even get to see my team builder half the time. So I will give this a whirl. So here's my team. Here's the poke paste for my team. Should be challenging acwano shortly, but in the meantime, while I'm waiting for him, I'll just give you guys a little bit of my thoughts with how I built this. So first and foremost, game plan wise, my game plan is to lead with the Scrafty. Matches up pretty well into anything he could bring. And what he is going to do is, in all likelihood, click Close Combat turn 1. Okay, he's going to get an Intimidate off on something. And that's really vital for things like the Flygon or like the Lycanroc, for example. That Intimidate allows me to take a Close Combat from the Lycanroc and take less damage from Flygon's U-turn, for example, that are usually a little scary. And fire back with a Close Combat, which will activate my Eject Pack. So the idea is that I do big damage to something, my defense and SPDF get lowered, so I Eject Pack out into my Noivern, who will then set up a Tailwind, right? So slow Close Combat will be helpful. So I could set a Tailwind up without proccing my Eject button. The idea is that Noivern moves first, sets up Tailwind, gets hit by something, Eject buttons out into my Bramblegast, who is Wind Rider Terra Ice this week with Life Orb. That way that maxes out the Tailwind turns and also gets Bramblegast in for free in theory. So in that case, I would have 3 turns to break with this Bramblegast that's Terra Ice. His team really does not have a switch in for Grass, Ghost, and Ice moves. That combination of 3 types. So this does really well. And this thing is going to do really well at breaking in those 3 turns that it has to do so. Couple options from here. Hopefully it picks up a couple kills. If he decides to stall it out, right? Obviously, he's not going to... Bramblegast isn't going to end the game in 3 turns. So once he does run out of Tailwind turns, I have a couple options. During that time period, I could perhaps Rapid Spin to speed myself up a little bit more, to the point where I can maybe outspeed a Scarf Flygon or something, which I know he likes to bring. Or, the nice thing about this is it's really low commitment, and so I could just switch this Bramblegast out and save it in the back for later. Hopefully, too, that Noivern would be still alive, right? So maybe in the end game I could Hail Mary that Noivern's remaining HP to set up another Tailwind. It dies, bring in Bramblegast again, and rinse and repeat. And by that point, he should really have no answers for it. Otherwise, things that look scary on his team are that Terra Magmortar. I know it looked really good against me in week 2 or 3, I believe it was, when we faced. And I, made this mistake of not really prepping for it, but fortunately he didn't bring it, so I believe he's really going to bring it this time. And this Arcanine is really here for that, so Flash Fire, obviously to absorb the Fire Stab. Air Balloon is there in case he tries to read a switch with the Scorching Sands, right, because that's really the next most threatening thing. And finally, whatever Terra type he is, usually he likes to run Fairy, or which obviously I resist, and Electric's not too scary either. And I have this really cool Curse Extreme Speed set, which does really well in the late game once some of his walls are chipped. This Magnezone set, simply, I brought this last time against him and it put in really good work, right? So the specs with those 3 special moves there just chunk his team, and Body Press is really there for Blissey, or could catch Pawmot, and actually a 2-Co's Pawmot if it wants to come in on, predicting an electric move or even a steel move. It would take pretty well, but electric move because he has Volt Absorb. Body Press actually 2-hit KOs that Pawmot, so really good bring there. And finally, Belly Drum Azumarill with Aqua Jet is really, really solid. I made this thing fast enough so that it would outspeed anything, any of his walls really that would not take too much from an Aqua Jet, such as a Mungus or a Lomomola, and at +6, a Lomomola falls to a Play Rough even if it's max invested, and a Mungus falls to an Ice Spinner. Aqua Jet does really well against the rest of his team, so the only thing that I would be perhaps scared of is maybe Mandibuzz just outspeeding me with a Brave Bird or Foul Play or something, but truthfully I don't think Mandibuzz is that good against my team, and I think he brought it last time and didn't go too hot, so I'm kind of banking on it not coming, but if it does, I do have the tools to deal with it with things such as the Magnezone. Lumberry's there really just to, help me if I get status by anything, like a random Flame Body on the Magmortar, for example, or Spore from the Amoonguss. So, yeah, that's the team. I'm going to hit up acwano right now, and we'll get right into the battle. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, and, hopefully, I guess I'll challenge myself here. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, and you guys have enjoyed this draft league, because I know the majority of you who are going to be watching are probably in this league. Got inspired by a couple of you guys who have been doing video content for this league throughout the season, and I thought it's been really fun to watch, and so I wanted to give my own take on things. But it's been a really fun season altogether, pretty successful, 7-1, and then obviously 2 playoff wins to get to this point. I've really been enjoying the low-tier draft format, truthfully, because one of the main issues I have with Pokemon as a whole lately is just power creep and things, and I really like some of the old school or fun sets. They've been really fun. Okay, a couple things that are striking here. Once again, no Magmortar from this guy, and he does actually bring Mandibuzz. And Dusclops is a change from last time. He brought Blissey last time, and then I think when I faced him the first time, he had Regieleki on his team instead of this Palmot. So a few changes from last time. Flygon comes, I'm not surprised about that. So presumably he's Choice Scarfed, is what I assume. He's Terra Fairy, which is important to note. Because he is one of the Terra Captains, and I don't really like how he does this with all of his Mons. I'm pretty sure his only Terra Captain that he actually brought today is this Flygon, even though he has all these different Terra types on here. His other Terra Captain is typically the Magmortar, so that does not show. So, all likelihood, he's going to Terra that Flygon into a Fairy type. I'm going to stick with the game plan, lead with Panzer Dragon here, this Scrafty, and I will get the Intimidate off on this Lycanroc, so let me just verify. 99% sure I calced this when I was team building, that this Intimidate allows me to live anything that this thing wants to send my way. That's regular Lycanroc. I want Lycanroc Dusk with the Tough Claws. It definitely makes a difference here. If it's -1, Life Orb doesn't kill me. Of course, I'm calcing close combat here. And Choice Band does not kill me either. So I'm going to fire off a close combat. He's going to get his rocks up. Fine. Okay, so I'm going to switch out with the eject pack, and see, this is a little unfortunate. I think I got to go into Azumarill and Aqua Jet, because otherwise I'm taking big damage on something. I don't want to risk the drill run. Or even CC, right? So let's see how much the -1 hit is doing to this Azumarill. He has Focus Sash, so he doesn't have a damage boosting item. Just taking out the damage boosting item on the calculator. One moment. Guess it doesn't really matter what I give him. Excel Rock does about 20% to Azumarill, plus I'm taking the Rocks chip, so it's not ideal. But I think I have to. Right. And if he decides to preserve, then fair enough. Okay, he goes into Lomomola. He has Helmet on this thing. That's a little unfortunate. So if I belly drum here... If I belly drum here, then I'm down to 22%. Nothing he really does hits me too hard. I might just click it. Problem is I don't have too much longevity with this thing. Yeah, whatever. Let's go for it. I have Lumberry for this. And heal it off. And fire off the play rough. I mean, this kills, right? According to my calcs, so. Really, the big thing is here is just breaking his core, right? So, like, something's gotta die here. I'm, like, 99% sure of that. I would love for it to be this Alomomola. This thing's a really big problem, especially for Arcanine. Like, if this thing dies, like, Arcanine is freed up a lot. I think I live the Rocky Helmet chip. Maybe I don't, actually. So he might decide to trade this. I think it's a good play on his part, but I also like it from my perspective. Because if he doesn't do this now, like, something else dies. I doubt he's going to want to sack his Lycanroc, because that's, like, the revenge killer if this somehow doesn't work out. So we'll see. Really glad I put that Lumberry on, it paid off, right? You got the Scald Burn, so... That worked out nice, now we're just waiting on him. That is crazy. I actually missed. Okay, but... he doesn't actually pick up the kill, so now I'm definitely dead to the Rocky Helmet. I might have been anyway, honestly. But again, same scenario. If I miss again, that's crazy, but not sure that mattered too much. It was a roll, really? I don't know. Let's see what Alluring Voice would have done, or could have done. I've got it doing 11% max here, assuming he's no special attack investment, which based on that Scald doing 7.5%, I would say he isn't, so I don't think that was a roll at all. That 11 looked like a max. I mean, I don't know, I feel like this play, from his perspective, should be the same. I don't know why we're thinking so much, but we'll see. We'll see what he wants to give. He wants to give Magna... Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. I'm 168 speed, they're usually faster than this, so I'll just Aqua Jet. That's crazy. I lost the 90% roll twice in a row. That really blows. Okay, curious to see if it does look like Rapid Spin is a guaranteed KO. I might go for it here. I don't think there's any world where he lives this, so I'm not gonna Terra. Okay. I'll get off my Rapid Spin. And I think I just go Magnezone here. Bro, some damage on this would have been so nice. Oh man. Well, let me actually calc, see how much this does. It's a roll to kill. I'll keep up the pressure. Knowing my luck, I'll probably miss the roll. But... or just missed it. That's crazy, man. Oh, I can't hit a move. This is awful. Well, this is gonna be hard to win today, I guess. Oh well. When things aren't meant to be, they're not meant to be, I guess. I mean, I've still got 4.5 HP bars to work with here, but these were really supposed to break, man. And they haven't been, obviously, so it's gonna be tough. Realistically, it probably just goes Lycanroc here, and yeah. I have a feeling a Cell Rock has a good chance to kill if he's doing this. Yeah, I don't want to lose my Bramblegast yet, so I'm gonna go Scrafty. This is just a really unfortunate start to the game. I'll knock something off. He's got Endeavor, that's crazy. Okay, well played. Here's what it is. That would have been a really good play if he Endeavored on the switch. Man. It's a rough one. I just don't know if I have enough HP on my main damage dealers to bring this back. I'm gonna have to make some plays with the Magnezone. I probably just let this thing go down. Let's fire off a big close combat. Yep. Fair enough, and he does show the Ice Punch, so... might be an Arcanine angle on this thing. Especially since he didn't bring Magmortar, this might be the time to do it. I actually do think I may be able to set up on this thing. Alright, so I do get the Intimidate off. And he does not show Life Orb or anything, so if he's choiced, then obviously he can't do any damage to me whatsoever, pretty much. And if he's not, well then, you know, he won't do like a crazy amount with the first one, and I should be able to get a curse up. Now, in terms of what he has to deal with this, Alomomola, funnily enough, actually, I think I can beat it with curses. Okay, so he's gonna sub. That's interesting. Do I care? He's -1 attack, and I'm +1 defense. I'm gonna curse again. But he's sub-focus punch. Okay. Yeah, I should have broken it. Shit. How much does E-Speed do against this thing? At +2. Any point in Morning Sunning? I don't think so. I gotta break the sub. Big survival. Use lefties. I'll go for it. He's gonna kill me with a Rocky Helmet. Alright, well. This is rough. I gotta start making plays. I'm gonna double, predicting either Flygon or Palmont to come in, right? Okay, he's just wishing. Yeah, man. I'm gonna Hurricane here, actually. Okay. Yeah, he's just giving me this. Cool. I don't know why. I don't think he had to do that whatsoever. But I'll certainly take it. Oh, man. I think there's a world where I win this. That Alomomola being dead, and not him not getting that Rocky Helmet chip on my Brambleghast as I kill it is going to be a big deal. So we'll see if he can hang on here, but this Brambleghast can still cook. I just need it to hit moves, which I have not had the best of luck with this game, so it's been quite unfortunate. I assume his play would be Palmont here? But I don't know. Unless it's Scarflagon, which I would think that would come here. I got a bank on it not being Scarflagon though. I think if he's Scarflagon, I think I lose. I mean, this Noivern guarantees outspeeds it unless he's Scarfed, so. If Mandibuzz comes in, I think I just hit it. If Dusclops comes in, then I don't know, to be honest. I would think he brings in Palmont, because he's got Ice Punch. But he's thinking hard about this turn. We'll see what he decides to do. You know, it's a shame. I really thought about bringing more accurate moves too, especially on the Brambleghast, like Seed Bomb. But I don't think Seed Bomb would kill surprisingly, I don't think +1 Life Orb Seed Bomb killed the Alomomola if it was full defense, full HP, and I don't think Seed Bomb one-shot the Blissey either. Which I guess in theory I didn't really need it to, but I was trying to maximize my Tailwind turns so that I could get as many kills as possible, was the idea. Didn't work out, unfortunately. Although the Palmont being sub-Focus Punch, I'm wondering what its last move is. Maybe Magnezone can just 1v1 it, if it's an electric move last. Flygon does come in. I'm gonna Tailwind. He's not Scarfed. He's D-Dance. I'm gonna Taunt. prevent him from getting any more boosts. Now, question is, does Bramblegast with double speed outspeed Flygon with 1.5 times speed? I'm pretty sure I ensured that he would. Alright, so I got 306 times 2, and Tailwind would be 612. 328 max times 1.5 is 492, so yeah. I'm going to taunt it here, make sure he doesn't get any more Dragon Dances out. And then I'm curious as to how much this Hurricane would do. Hurricane would do about half, so I think my best play in terms of attacking it afterwards is going to be the Super Fang. Super Fang into Hurricane is how I'm leaning. But we'll see. I mean, I'm faster than him with his Dragon Dance up here. We'll see what he elects to do. At this point, it should be pretty obvious that I'm, trying to get a Bramblegast endgame going with the Wind Rider, but I think I had to click at that turn. I'm really happy he's not Scarfed. I think this setup variant is a little more manageable for me. I guess the only downside about it, from my perspective, is that he could switch up his moves, right? I'm going to taunt here, right? Because if he kills me, I don't really care. Then I just go into Ghast. And if he elects to click D-Dance again, then I get a free turn, and I can Super Fang him next turn, for what it's worth. I wonder if he decides to keep this in the back. Yeah, he tried the Dragon Dance again. I think my play now is to Super Fang, because by my calculations, Hurricane is doing about half anyway, so... Dude, this is unbelievable. I actually cannot hit a move. Alright, apparently I can hit the 70% accurate moves, but not the 50% or the... I don't know. Anyway, I just lose at this point, unfortunately. Nothing I can do about it. Too many misses. Too many misses. I wonder if the play was to go Magnezone there. But... I just can't believe how unlucky I got this game. I don't think there's any world where I win this because I'm analytic, I'm not sturdy. Yeah. That sucks. Oh well. Well, GG's to acwano. He should probably go buy a lottery ticket with how lucky he was there. But, the Pokemon gods weren't on my side. I was missing, I missed like 4 80 to 90% accurate moves and hit my 2 Hurricanes that didn't really matter as much. So, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys had a great season. And yeah, I'll see you in the future. See ya.